If you guys like the channel, if you guys want to support a comedian on the come up, go check out the Patreon. There's a comedy special available right there. You can either support it by getting it for $10 on my Patreon store, Black Zeus Self-Portrait, or you can get the streaming access as part of the Patreon subscriptions. For transparency, I will be releasing the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we get to 1,000 subscribers. So we are halfway to that goal. If you are new to the podcast, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, beautiful people. You too can be beautiful people. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the like button, do whatever you want to do to support. We're fighting Mr. Algorithm. We hit 500 subscribers, and let me tell you, thank you. Let's just start with that. The hardest number, I think, to get in the social media game is YouTube subscribers. Every Monday, I will be going live, calling it Monday Night Raw with Black Zeus. I'll be going live around 7:30 Eastern Time, PM. And we got our first patron. He signed up for the gorgeous original platform on our Patreon. Shout outs to Trevor. Much love and respect, my man. Thank you so much for supporting us on this journey. Bro, I made the decision like last minute. And ultimately what I landed on was, I'm not a comic if I'm afraid to tell one of my own jokes because one of the people that the jokes is about is in the room. As soon as I made that a point in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is not even a question.
Right now, I'm only trying to build like a decent 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or even like a decent 1 minute, we'll say.
Just a decent joke.
Yeah, a decent joke.
You're trying to build a decent joke right now.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So all my stuff is just raw materials.
Yeah.
I just got a whole bunch of raw materials in front of me.
This week's poll question was, which of these do you need to let go of most? It's time for UFC 301 live from the Portuguese Center in Brazil.
Hey yo, it's Black Zeus, the podcast season 5. Welcome to the show where we talk about life. Talk about the come up and sometimes we fight. But in the end it ain't a thing cause we ain't trying to be right. We're just old new niggas with another podcast.
It's season 5, episode 14. I didn't shave my mustache, but bitches still want me. And I don't give a fuck, cause let me tell you this, I'm worried about this comedy game, bitch. That's it. That's it. Nice, clean, simple. This is a comedy podcast. Don't be coming for raps. It's a bonus.
Black Zeus, the podcast season 5.
What's going on, beautiful people? Yo, we up. What's going on to the new beautiful people? What's going on to the old beautiful people? What's going on, beautiful people in general? This is Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5, episode 14. I am Black Zeus, the comedian that you are either just starting to find or wondering who the fuck just popped up in your feed, or you've known me for a bit of time. That pretty much covers everybody, other than the people that still don't know me, which is mostly everybody. But we're getting there. Before we get anywhere, let's start this episode right now by... We hit 500. We hit 500 subscribers, and let me tell you, thank you. Let's just start with that. The hardest number, I think, to get in the social media game is YouTube subscribers. You can post the TikToks and the Instagrams and the tweets and all that shit and gain followers, I think, relatively easier. But to get people to actually watch your shit and be like, I connect with that, and then hit that button, bruh. All day long, I scroll YouTube and I don't hit that button. So I know, yo. So salutes to y'all. You are the beautiful people of this channel, of my comedy career. You are the first 500, yo. And I couldn't be more grateful. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this journey. And every step of the way, we're trying to step up the content, step up the visuals, just the vibes, the energy, bring more authentic stuff to you guys. It's been quite a while since we've been talking about boosting the channel with more comedy related content and stuff. And let me tell you, we have boosted it and we're not even done yet. Like there's still, we've talked about it, so I'll mention it, but the show is still like, we're right there. Right now, it's about building this channel up and getting more consistent with the videos and all that stuff. I think I'm really happy with the production that we've been putting out. Dante's been crushing the edits. I've been crushing the edits, and everybody around us has just been vocal in a positive way. You know what I mean? I think the team is mobilized, and obviously you guys are starting to see visually what we've been talking about. So I'm very happy with that, and I'm happy you guys have been happy because we've been getting comments. Even if you're not subscribed or you're just seeing this or whatever, thank you, yo. Like, hopefully you fucks with it. I'm a comedian on the come up. I've been doing this for 13 years. If you're brand new to this podcast and you missed all the episodes where I just bitch about social media, probably will still bitch about it. But that doesn't mean that we can't do it our way still, Maybe I'm starting to fucking not soften up to the idea, but understand that, opportunity is whatever the fuck we want to make it. So let's at least make something of it. Salud! It's just water and vodka. Yeah, let's get into this episode. I'm very happy we're here. Like, just festive. Second edition of Chop Cheese Comedy is going on tonight after this recording. We're just driving straight over to the show. We'll talk about that, obviously, in the comedy recap. But before we get there, let me do some housekeeping. My phone's not on me, but I'm going on tour. I'm going on the most dreaded comedy tour. We're hitting up Ottawa, Montreal, Windsor, Burlington, Hamilton, Kitchener, Richmond Hill. We're hitting up, there's another one, Bowmanville. So if you're in the Ontario, Canada area, be on the lookout for the most dreaded comedy tour. All the dreadheads on this side of the fucking border. Bitch! And thank God we're all funny. You know what I'm saying? Plus, we got our bald friend, Kevin Christopher, hosting the shindig. All really funny dudes, all melanated. So, no white dudes with dreads, but maybe we'll get one as like just a warm-up act. So yeah, there's that. I'm working with Yucks a lot more. I'm at the Corner Comedy Club frequently, and we're working on getting to America. We're coming to America. So, if you're in the Americas, I'll leave a comment. Tell us where the fuck we should go, or tell me to stay away. It's all good. Who gives a fuck? The comment section is whatever. I look at it for 30 seconds. I laugh. And I notice which people are more miserable than other people, and then I just go away. That's, I think, the best way to live this shit out. But yeah, there's a very basic comedy promotion because I'm supposed to be doing that stuff. Why not? But let's do what we normally do here, ladies and gentlemen. We got to summon the best producer in the game. He's so good that he's here on this podcast with a comedian that's been doing it for 13 years that nobody knows. Maybe 13 whole people know me, but that's fine. Because together, people will discover us. And then they'll be like, yo, that funny comedian and that dope videographer producer guy, what's their names? Dante's in the studio.
That's why they feared me because I was a destroyer, I was so 2 punches that sound like one.
That was the longest one. But you know what? That might be your best impression.
That's probably one of my good ones.
That's a good. I mean, Tyson's not the most difficult, but it's a good base.
That's why they feared me.
That's why they feared me. All right, before we get into this fight with Jake Paul is a joke, right? Like,
yes and no.
They released the rules apparently. Is there knockouts allowed?
I didn't look at the rules.
Is Mike Tyson allowed to swing for the fences? Because that's really the only thing that matters, I think.
There's probably a clause like you cannot hurt Jake Paul.
What does that mean though? You're in a boxing match.
It's exhibition.
But that's just like light sparring then.
Yeah, but is there light sparring with Mike Tyson?
That's what I'm saying. So then what are these rules?
Well, it's not going on anybody's professional records. Is what that means.
Of course not. Imagine this goes on Mike Tyson's professional record. What? Anyways, how you living, Dante?
Blessed and highly favored.
Excellent. What you been up to?
Just a lot of work, a lot of editing.
God
made like 30 thumbnails in the last week.
Thank you. Oh, bro, let me tell you. I mean, I don't have to tell you. Let me tell you. Okay, maybe we'll start here. Because I really did have some sort of epiphany moment. You know what I mean? This whole anti-meme thing started out as a stance. Mm-hmm. And a very righteous stance. But I wasn't like it was a stance that I thought would hold up for me.
Okay.
And to a certain extent.
You thought that was a hill you were going to die on.
Well, I still am dying on the hill. I had to force myself to figure out what it is that I do. You know what I mean? And I think I think the whole stance that I took turned into a hill that I was going to die on.
Okay.
But it wasn't something that I was willing to die. Ultimately, I'm anti memes.
Yes.
But what I'm more anti is hindering my own progress. So it was starting to, it wasn't even hindering my progress necessarily just yet, but it was hindering my creativity. Because I was so dead against it, I would just stop myself from thinking about it. And then look at even our channel.
Yeah.
Like
500.
Yeah, like, but I don't even mean just the count. I mean in terms of what it looks like right now.
Yes.
Like I'm very pleased with that.
Yeah.
So why the fuck wasn't I doing that already? You know? Like what? Because this whole stance of fuck memes, so I won't give it all my attention. Well, guess what? If I'm the guy out here that's gonna actively shit on the shittiest parts of the industry, then I'm definitely gonna have to work twice as hard, if not 10 times as hard, to make sure that I can make it outside of the industry. And I've been doing that to an extent, but most of the time, in terms of what I could have been using to mobilize myself online, has been spent, rightfully so, giving myself the time to think about it. I got to this point. I've thought about it. I've been watching, paying attention to the landscape, seeing what the fuck is going on. And you know, as much as I still don't necessarily care per se, there's still a lot of things that I do care about through it. You know what I mean? So just doubling down on those things. The things that we're already doing on this podcast and stuff. I mean, I've been in the studio for fucking hours and hours, like way more than lately, but it hasn't actually been as like tiresome. You know, like I've been spending way more hours in front of the editing.
Yep.
But like way less time being upset about it. Being like, oh, I got to move on to like focus on some stage stuff or writing new jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm enjoying what the hell we're putting out. It's like these platforms exist and we can do whatever we want on them. Obviously, it's up to us to provide people something that I think is of value, whether it be fucking dumb memes or what we've been putting out lately. And I'm very happy with what we've been putting out lately and realizing that, hey, this whole stance of I'm against memes, well, like I really have to define that. Yeah, I'm against fucking going on TikTok and be like, duh, like picking my nose and fucking, you know, which even to some extent I did recently on my socials. Every Monday I will be going live. I'm calling it Monday Night Raw with Black Zeus. I'll be going live around 7:30 Eastern time, PM. And yeah, I'll either be doing that, like I probably will be doing that on the YouTube. I think it makes more sense to do that here. I do that on Instagram, which is where I have most of my followers currently, but then what the fuck is that?
You can go live on both.
I can, but I have, we'll see, because you're not going to be here to help me. So if I'm only going to be running one camera, then I'm just, fuck it. I'm just going to pick one and.
Well, I mean, say you have the camera here and then you have your phone just, I'm just saying.
I was thinking, yeah, to use one of these cameras and then just connect it to, I know, we'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
Like, and then just use OBS for the one camera. But then I'd have to set that up. I don't know. We'll see.
That's easy.
I know. Yeah, I know. I got to stop making excuses. We'll figure it out, man. I'm sitting here talking about like, I finally crossed the I'm like, yo, you can still see it's kind of like pulling teeth. Yeah, you've been watching anything since the last time we talked?
I'm caught up with The Mandalorian.
How far behind were you?
I didn't watch a single episode. Now I watched all of them.
That's too much in such a short period of time.
There's only 9 episodes a season.
Bro, I don't know. I just couldn't do that with all my time. You watched fucking 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And they're hour-long episodes.
Some of them, yeah.
Since we last talked, that's a week.
No, but I started it maybe 2 weeks ago.
You're like, maybe. Because you know. I
don't remember.
Yeah, because it's only been like a week and 2 days. You're a fucking nerd. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yo, I don't know. I just haven't been able to do that lately. Fuck. Like, bro. The energy is. It's good energy, but it's like the landscape is so fucking crazy right now, and just things are so wild, and just being a full-time comedian and.
Yep.
And having to juggle all these things, I'm just working to stay fucking balanced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, stay
But
centered.
to me, that's part of my balance. Because I also, if I'm not doing that, I'm working. You know what I mean?
No, I get it, but I think like it's just hard. It's become harder for me to justify video games and like just random shows and stuff. Like I watched Fallout, but even then, like I fit that into a routine to where I think it made sense.
Yeah.
Did you binge watch?
I would watch maybe 2 to 3 episodes.
3 episodes in a row?
Yeah. I mean, it's because sometimes they end on a cliffhanger and then you're like,
God damn.
dang, I got to watch it.
That's fair. And to be fair, they're not all 1 hour. They're like 30,
No, some are
40.
30, 45, you know.
Like, I'll give you that. Okay. Yeah. Like, has it become more rare for you to do that as you get older?
Well, only because there's like less stuff I have to watch.
I have to watch. Like, you want to watch. You don't have to watch shit.
Yes, you're right. But I mean, like, you know, I already binged all the Marvel shows.
Yeah.
So I don't need to binge them again.
I see what you're saying.
I already watched Fallout. I don't got to watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard for me.
There's
It's just harder to devote time to media and stuff these days, especially as like as my pineal gland is just fucking completely decalcifying.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, bro.
Shogun was sick and I couldn't binge that. I had to wait.
Because it was week to week?
Yeah.
Yeah, HBO doesn't fuck around.
No, it's on Disney Plus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's FX.
It's like Star or something like that. But
Something like that, yeah.
that was amazing.
Yeah, I probably won't ever watch that.
You should.
I'm not going to. I don't care enough about it. And like I just said, like if I don't care at all about like Fallout got me because it's Fallout.
Yeah.
But like that's built in.
Yeah.
For anything new?
See, but this is Japanese, so I got, you know, me.
Yeah, but so the new Japanese for me was Tokyo Vice.
Yeah.
And that was more than enough. I got Yakuza, I got guns, I got neon signs, and I got smoky girls.
Smoky girls.
Smoky girls, yeah.
What
Girls
does
in
that
like smoke dens. Like
Oh.
I got my Japanese experience. I don't need to go back to fucking and I got my Shogun experience from Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, but you haven't even been playing it.
Yeah, so I played it enough.
And it's a different story. Because
Of course it's a different story.
No, but that one's like the Japanese against the Mongols. That's what it goes to.
This is the British.
No, this is Japanese infighting.
Still don't care.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
it's good. I mean, it's a really like the writing is good.
I watched the first
acting
episode.
is good.
I watched the first episode. I'm like, I just couldn't get. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it.
That's you.
It was like, yeah, it was too slow. It visually looked amazing, but that can't be everything for me anymore.
No, but it's the writing is like amazing. Like it's really good.
Man, it's fucking media. I'm surprised Fallout got. Well, again, Fallout's Fallout. Anyways, we're spending too much time talking about nothing. Let's actually fucking. Like, we just got all these subscribers. We just lost them all. He's like, yo, these guys are boring as fuck.
Nah, I mean, people have been talking about Shogun and Fallout stuff.
Fair enough. I mean, the Fallout video was doing okay for us.
Yeah.
We're still picking up. So, I mean, like, okay for us is okay for us. Got to figure out how to fucking really break through on this YouTube algorithm war.
Yeah.
Thumbnails and captions and tags and oh my. Holy shit. Let's do something we normally do here every week. This is my companion piece to my comedy career. So we talk about comedy. This is this week's comedy recap. I did some pretty good shows. One to mention definitely was where I was yesterday. I was at the downtown Toronto Yuck Yucks Club. Probably one of the, known as probably the main stage in Canada. Yuck Yucks is the longest running comedy club in the country. Toronto downtown is the premier club. And it was a decent show, but what was special about this one was the owner of the club was out, which he normally is on a Friday night. But they were doing a TV interview piece on him for like a national show in Canada. It's actually called The National. So CBC was in the house. And, you know, CBC.
Big fans. We're big fans.
We're big fans. Yeah. Bro, let me tell you, I had my first real like I was chilling with a friend before, and I was telling her about the show coming up, and that we were told, the comics were told, that we got an email. It's like, okay, yo, be on the lookout because CBC's coming tonight. They're doing a piece on Mark. They might talk to you, they might not, da-da-da-da. And that's not really a big deal. It didn't make me nervous or anything, but what I was contemplating in my mind was telling, because I have a bunch of jokes where I shit on CBC, or I at least downplay on them. You know what I mean? I call out their character, and I was going back and forth in my head. I'm like, do I do this or do I not? Because like you're thinking of the opportunity, right? But it's like it's old media. So what is the opportunity, bro? It's like a dead media or dead medium. So I think this would have mattered more like in the past where I'd have to be like weighing in my mind, do I ease up on, or do I don't even have to ease up. I could just tell completely other jokes because I have a ton of jokes that have nothing to do with CBC. But that to me felt like a pussy move out. Yeah, that felt like a cop out. I kept going back and forth in my mind because I'm
all
like,
that stuff you're talking.
because I know I'm gonna fucking do good. I know I'm gonna have a really good set, which I had an amazing set. And knowing that the cameras are there and they'd be national, I'm like, yo, maybe like use this as a potential opportunity because if I do good enough and then they show me and then they put my name on the thing, then people are looking me up. But again, this is a dying media. Like, what is that really gonna do? And what about my integrity? You know, the thing that's kept me from having a real career so far. God damn. Bro, I made the decision like last minute. And ultimately what I landed on was, I can't be a bitch. Like, I really said to myself, I'm like, I'm not a comic if I'm afraid to tell one of my own jokes because one of the people that the jokes is about is in the room. Get the fuck out of here. As soon as I made that a point in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is not even a question. The fact that I want to do these jokes that bad means do them.
Yeah.
And then you know what happened? I fucking did them and everybody loved them. Obviously, it was made known at the beginning of the show. It was like CBC's in the house. They're filming.
I was about to
this
ask,
and that.
did the crowd
Yeah,
know?
the crowd knew.
Okay.
So I was the third comic up. I was given a pretty sweet spot. I was right before the headliner. And yeah, it was decent. But like I got up there and I torched the bitch. I torched for what was available to torch that night. You know what I mean? I got every bit of flame that I could. And I called out CBC. I'm like, I did my Justin Trudeau stuff and I did my CBC tie-in with it, like my little CBC tagline with it. And then I obviously just fucking chirped them. I'm like, I know you guys are in the room right now. Obviously CBC is in the room right now. And I'm telling this to you right now on camera. It's like, I don't consent to you showing this footage to Justin. And then like I brought it, I did like a good callback, like two times. I did the callback twice, like with enough space in between to where it wasn't like overly done. And each time it got like a bigger like reaction, which is perfect. But every time I was just playing down the fact that I'm like, yo, you guys are obviously in bed with this goddamn government. I'm like, please don't show this footage to your boy, because I end up shutting my bank accounts down. And then right after I got off stage, Mark, the president of Yucks, walks up to me. He's like, and he's got the cameras following him and all that shit.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, that was great. I want to, because he told us, he's like, I might talk to you guys after, I might not, but I'll come up to you after the set. And he came up to me right after the set. He's like, great, da 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 da. We shook hands. He's like, I want to talk to you upstairs. I'm like, okay. But like,
Hey, what the fuck?
And all like it's funny though, because like time was passing, so I had ordered food before I just got on stage.
Okay.
As soon as I got off, like my food came, and so I'm there eating, and then someone walks up to me. He's like, "Mark wants to see you upstairs now." I'm like in the middle of taking a bite of the burger. I'm like, fuck! It's like got burger all in my teeth and shit. I go upstairs. The interview was good, and essentially, like it looks like they want to use me more. You know, the club wants to use me more, and that's pretty much what he was saying. He's like, I really love your material. We started talking about maybe doing corporate gigs and stuff.
Okay.
I'm like, I can work corporate. Because ultimately, like, you know, there's not that much money opportunity in Canada for comedy, right? Like, this is part of this is the main reason why we have to leave. Because I'm sure if people could actually have, like, long-lasting careers up here without having to just work for a corny CBC show or, like Little House on the Prairies or some bullshit like this, then everybody would stay.
Yep.
Well, Like, you know what I mean? So we were talking about potentially opening up to corporates and stuff, and I'm like, I can work clean. And this is what actually like made me more comfortable to work with them. He's like, I don't know if I want you to do that. He's like, I don't want, like, you're someone that can't be tamed. Like, you can't. So the fact that he recognizes it, but what's been happening is, bro, I've crushed in front of Mark now like multiple times.
I've been there multiple times when you crushed
multiple times. Yeah. And like, there's been nights where, you know, like some big names are out. Like I'm open, like I'm being brought up to open for like Tom Green.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, bro, just like I've had some nice moments, bro. I know. If we're talking about that comedy stage, bro, don't even fucking concern yourself with what I'm up to, because I'm just gonna bring you the best. Like that's all I can do. And to the point where like you'll start questioning everything else around me. That's my goal, bro. And I hope, because I know there's bro. Again, I gotta bring up the OG Corey Holcomb, bro. When he's talking about there's not many elites, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just scratching the surface of elite. I can't have an ego about this shit. Like, yes, I consistently destroy, but like I haven't fully tested it to the fullest extent. I still really need, bro. I still need to hit like black rooms in the States.
That's the ultimate test.
Tommy T's, how you were watching the 5150 show. Tommy T's, I'm coming through with the boot. yo, I know the audio just spiked on that. With the boot, I'm kicking that motherfucking door down. You ain't finna see no show like this. I'm like, yo, that's the energy, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can say that confidently here.
Yes.
But like, until I've really tested that shit, then I can't fully say it to that extent.
Yeah.
Like,
I get what you're saying. Like,
and I'm honest. That's the only reason I'll like.
No,
I'll
that's a fair assessment.
Yeah,
though.
I completely concede to that. It's like, I know I'm a murderer, bro, and it's not even like I would show up to one of these rooms and I think I would lose confidence or be nervous.
Yeah.
But I still have to do it.
The ultimate test is if you could go back in time to like the 90s and go to those black rooms. Oh my goodness.
See, honestly, bro, I'm not like. I'm not really intimidated by them.
No,
I was
at
at a
that
point.
would be a test. You know what I mean?
But, bro, I think I would have demolished Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm demolishing shit now.
No, I know.
So like, we're taking it at face value, like I am me, but back then,
yeah,
bruh. Especially if I was in the States. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Talk about one of the. I would have been on that friggin' anniversary Def Comedy Jam shit. I know we were all wondering, was Cat Williams and Black Zeus gonna show up tonight? Chappelle, I would have been right there. Fuck, I would have been right there with Cat. Oh shit. Yeah, man, it was a fun experience. It was a nice test of myself. Like, this is how I know I'm really about my shit.
Yeah.
It's these moments where like I haven't really had a test like that in a while. I'm like, okay, I'm talking all this shit, but am I willing to talk the shit in front of the people that I'm talking shit about?
Yeah.
And if the answer is no, then I shouldn't be talking shit.
Good point. Yeah.
So like ultimately that's what it came down to. I'm like, okay, I'm doing these jokes where I'm making fun of CBC. CBC's in the house. And ultimately, bro, what the fuck is that? Like, one way or the other, it's not gonna tip the scales of my career. So what, like, can't not be me.
Yeah.
Can't not be me.
Not being you would have tipped the scales in the wrong way for you.
For me, yeah, for me personally,
Yeah.
I'd be sitting here right now fucking fuck. Just like punching the air like friggin' Boys in the Hood. Yeah, and then we got Chop Cheese Comedy, second edition tonight. I'm very excited for that. Tickets have been moving, more so than the last time. And there's even more engagement and talk behind it from like an audience perspective. So I'm very excited, man. We got a good balance of male, female comics. You're ready to drop another 5-minute set tonight?
Yeah, I need some help with some writing before we get
You
there.
asking me before the show? You should have asked me like a week ago.
I
nigga.
know, I was too busy.
Yeah, this guy. That's
I was
hilarious.
busy all
I need
week.
some help. I'll just give you a couple of jokes. You can just
No.
Just go through my book. No, I'm joking.
I have some premises. I just don't know how to fully convert them into premise punchline. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm a bad coach when it comes to that shit.
No, but
I'm just being honest.
that's fair.
I don't know if I'm good like pep talk guy. I'll get you to the game. Yeah, I'll get you to the game, but like it's on you to get like to, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. We'll see. Well, do you want to say on air
what the premise is?
Yeah.
Well, I have a few. Like I have a few ideas. Like because this particular chopped cheese is about love, sex, and relationships.
Yeah.
Right. But I haven't written jokes on those subjects.
Probably should have done that.
Well, from beforehand, right?
Yeah.
But I have like premises and funny situations that I would like to turn to jokes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I know this would be funny if I figure out how to convert it into the, like I have some lines and stuff like that. No spoilers, but.
That's fair. I'm just bad with that shit. I'm just being upfront.
No.
Like, I'm really weird, bro. Like, I don't like to give advice because I just feel like it's a waste.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? And I actually like it's hard for me to give because, especially when I went to that Center for Talking Arts last week and comics were asking me for advice. It's like really the best advice to me personally is just keep doing it.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time these never been out nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I don't know. This is why I don't have a comedy school, yo. It would just be this, like just me playing with my dress. Like, all right, what y'all niggas trying to talk about on stage? Just go do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I know you're gonna do it. You're just trying to figure out if there's taglines and punchlines and
something. Like I have like.
That's more on you for prep.
It is on me. I'll take the.
That's more on you for prep.
I tried. Like I was racking my brain. Like I have these lines. You know what I mean? Like
did you forget you were doing a set until recently?
No. I didn't forget.
Fair enough.
Just like I've had them, like these premises.
Yeah.
But I never. Because at least for me, since I'm starting, it's like, when am I ever going to have a space to tell these jokes unless it's this kind of themed night? You know what I mean? Because I have others, like right now I'm only trying to build like a decent 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or even like a decent 1 minute, we'll say.
Just a decent joke.
Yeah, a decent joke.
You're trying to build a decent joke right now.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So all my stuff is just raw materials.
Yeah.
I just got a whole bunch of raw materials in front of me. And the only way to refine them is on stage. But it's like, man, how do I even form this? You know what I mean?
No, I get that. But yeah, it's just a trial and error thing.
Yeah.
That's really all comedy is. The intimidation factor of people actually just doing it is what keeps them from getting better. Like the fear of just getting up on stage and talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than me telling you more and more, like to just do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'll try, but I'm not. I can't write for others.
No, it's not.
And it's hard for me to even accept other people's like, unless somebody really fucking knows me, it's usually in one ear out the other. Like I'm polite about it, but I don't take no punches, no tags. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's actually good. Or even not like, it's not necessarily that I get tags and stuff thrown my way that aren't good. It's just they're not my voice. You know what I mean? I'm very specific, and I think I have to be because like, yo, I'm trying to be one of the elites. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, I know that's in me. So audiences have been seeing it more and more consistently lately. That's the important thing to me. So yeah, that's this week's comedy recap. We'll obviously recap Chopped Cheese Comedy and some more shows. I got another show. I'm at Comedy Bar tomorrow, so we'll talk about both those next week. Summertime is coming up, though. So, like, outside of major markets like a New York or Austin, LA, shit like this, comedy, whoosh, like indoor activities in general. Once the summertime comes around, everything is competing with the nice weather. People miss good weather, and once that shit comes around, they, especially in like Canada, where we only get 2-3 months of it, people are outside doing as much as they can outside, going on vacays, going on boats, going on whatever the fuck, drinking outside. So comedy tends to suffer, at least in Canada. So we'll see what that's like, especially going full time now. Like, like, yeah, got to start making inroads. I think this is the time to start making real inroads and just figuring out ways to travel. Like a flight to New York is like around $200.
Okay.
Like to just fucking go out there
How much is it to drive?
or even train. I was thinking about taking the train.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I would need to go out there for like at least 2 weeks minimum, bro. Like to really fucking just like see it and start to kind of fucking scratch the surface and figure out, like really, and that would only be starting to scratch the surface.
Yeah.
I just need to fucking get there, bro. Like, so I think this summer might be the time for that. Not even might be. Like, it is the time for that.
Yeah.
Just
Are
kind
we
of
going in like 2 weeks?
We're trying to figure, like, bro, I got to get these shows popping. I
Yeah.
got to get these shows off the ground and like consistent. I'd like to actually do the podcast live within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got to figure out that because we have the space for it now.
Make sure y'all pull up.
Yeah, the equipment will be there. No, we're not gonna do a potentially live audience just yet.
Oh, wait.
We gotta test. We gotta
Pull
test
up
it
live.
Yeah, we gotta test it live. So one of these next few weeks, we're gonna try and do the podcast live once a month. But I will be going live regularly once a week, and probably once we figure that shit out, probably more. Because obviously, I think what I've been discovering is that people really want that. Like, they like the connection with the actual individual.
Yep.
It's one thing to have the video releases and all that stuff, but when they get to share a moment with you that they know isn't necessarily pre-recorded and they're right there, it's like a live event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I did a test on my Instagram last week. I went live twice and I just tried some things out and I had fun.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm going to do is go live every Monday, and then randomly when I'm editing, I'll just turn on the live stream.
Yep.
And just chill with the people.
Yep.
Especially now that we got 500 beautiful people with us, and we got our first patron. Yo, let's take a moment right now to salute our first patron, the very first. He's not even a beautiful original. He's a gorgeous original. He signed up for the gorgeous original
Wow. Salutes.
platform on our Patreon. Shout outs to Trevor. Much love and respect, my man. Thank you so much for supporting us on this journey. That shit means a lot, man. Like, see little things like that make me be like, wow, that whole stance of being anti-meme shit, I gotta actually be more specific with what I mean here because, like, yo, so like people want to support real shit.
Yep.
And we got real shit to dump on the people. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
But yeah, Trevor, man, thank you so much. Love and respect, man. We'll be finishing that backlog in the next few days, making sure that that's done. And then before we start releasing the show stuff, I'm going to start releasing the show stuff on the Patreon as sneak peeks. Salutes to the free members on our Patreon also, man. Love and respect to you guys because you took the extra time out to go over there and support. Like that shit means a lot, especially in this day and age where really everyone's their own platform.
We should, I think for the show, we should put like a shout out to the patrons.
We would have to, yeah, definitely. Man, salutes to Trev, man. That shit means a lot.
He gets his own slide, like the OG.
Yeah, the OG,
the first
the
soldier.
very first,
the first beautiful person.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, again, if you guys like the channel, if you guys want to support a comedian on the come up, go check out the Patreon. There's a comedy special available right there. You can either support it by getting it for $10 on my Patreon store, Black Zeus Self Portrait, or you can get the streaming access as part of the Patreon subscriptions. For transparency, I will be releasing the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we get to 1,000 subscribers. So we are halfway to that goal, and I think we will get there soon, honestly. We started this year with less than 200 subscribers, and we're now at the monetization point. We're at 500 beautiful people along for this journey. We're going to constantly fucking work to make sure we bring you guys something that's meaningful, that actually brings you backstage into the scene and the life of a comedian on the come up, try and give you an understanding of what it is to actually be an artist. That's why we have these real conversations. Some episodes have crazy high energy. Some of them have the lower energy, like this one, where we're more introspective, because honestly, that's what it is, man. I try and be as authentic as possible. So I'm not going to try and fake it on here. You know what I mean? And I think that's obviously been resonating with the people. We've been more active on the actual channel. As you can see, we got videos releasing every day. And we will continue to. We got reels, comedy-related stuff, fight-related stuff, just random talks, deep conversations. I'm releasing philosophical like breakdowns, as well as just like more comedy clips. As you can see, I've finally started to release comedy clips regularly on the channel. I am a comedian, right? So, I mean, I think that's an important thing. I was looking at what's that black comedian's name?
Josh
Johnson.
something like that.
I was looking at his page, man. It's very interesting what he's doing. He's releasing full sets. Like full 15, maybe not full sets, because he's probably doing 20, 30, maybe even an hour when he records those.
Yeah.
So I would imagine he has a strategy where he's taking a specific amount of time out of his set to talk about a certain subject.
Something topical.
Yeah. Because he releases 15 minutes every week on something that's actually topical. And I don't look like that isn't the route I want to go down, but I'm inspired by just the level of consistency and not just releasing a short clip. Like, because the amount that I riff with an audience, like, and I'm very good at it to the point where a lot of the times you don't know if I'm sticking to my script or if this is off the cuff. So I feel like there's ways to feature that.
Yeah.
It's just, damn, bro, this nigga's got, I don't know who his team is, bro, but he's consistently pumping out. It's also New York and the States, like the structure out there, they just take comedy so much more seriously, bro. That's also another reason why I need to be out there, man. Obviously, the infrastructure is there, but fuck, bro. Every club films, every club promotes, like, again, you have the population size. Like, you have the people there.
They're
so
10x over there.
Yeah, so it makes sense. But damn, bro. Damn, we just need that shit over here. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be this week's comedy talk. Let's get into another regular segment we do here every week. We'll talk about the other shit next week. It's not really that important that we do it this week, I don't think. But let's do something that we call poll results, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to the podcast, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, beautiful people. You too can be beautiful people. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the like button, do whatever you want to do to support. We're fighting Mr. Algorithm. But poll results is something I post on my Instagram story feed every Monday and the community tab on YouTube. We post an interactive poll question, we leave it up, and then you guys vote on it, and we discuss the results here. This week's poll question was... This one was actually brought to you by Dante. Which of these do you need to let go of most? Hate, envy, trauma, or laziness? And before we get to the results, what did you vote on here?
I voted laziness on this one.
Give me a reason, nigga. Like, don't.
I don't hold no.
you were just gonna sit there.
You asked me what I voted. You didn't say why.
Well, fair enough, but like, goddamn.
Okay.
We've been at this a few times.
Well, the reason I voted laziness is because I feel like that's still something that I battle with regularly. Like, I don't really hate people. I don't really envy people. I think trauma makes you who you are. And I've learned to let go of things that happened to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, the laziness is something that for me at least, like, you know, some days I'd rather just...
Nigga, you just watched 3 seasons of The Mandalorian.
That's what I'm saying. Like, some days I shouldn't be doing that. But also, you know, like... you know me, if there's work that needs to get done,
you get it done.
I'll get it done. But then there's other like...
Yeah, you get it done at like 3 a.m, though. You know
I get it done.
I know, but like, don't you think that...
I get it done.
Fair enough. But like, again, don't you think that you deserve like proper rest?
Well, I'll just sleep until noon.
That's crazy. And then you're fucking up your next day. Like, see, where's the discipline in that?
Well...
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I'm
because
thinking.
My answer is also laziness.
Okay.
Like, I'm a little bit older than you.
Yes.
The 2 hardest things that I've had to overcome are laziness and procrastination.
Yes.
I was such a lazy, procrastinating kid. And it lasted until like my early 20s. I was a comic and I was still, bro, like 13 years into my career, I should be way further ahead had I put in like the level of effort. Like, I'm talking to you about being up till 3 a.m. I've been up till 4 a.m. the last however many days. But this is shit that I should have been doing from time.
Yes.
And this is why I know. This is why it's harder. This is why I said to you earlier why it's hard for me to justify like spending all this time watching stuff.
Yep.
Where I know that I've done that my entire life.
Yes.
And I could be further.
Yep.
So what the fuck is watching 3 seasons of Mandalorian going to do for me at this point? Like, I could be further. Yes, I need downtime.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, because I think about it like this, right? Like, there's been times in my life
Yeah.
where I would devote 100% of the day to like what it is I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'll do that for like a couple days straight. But then I realized there's actually no balance in that,
Of course.
right? So me watching like all the Mandalorian, that's helping me balance it out, because the way I'm so locked in on watching the Mandalorian is the same way I work on things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, say I'm editing, right? I will edit the whole day. I will not take a break. I will not eat.
That's also crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
So how is that like?
So I balance it out by
there's no balance in that.
I balance it out with chilling.
Yeah, but there's no balance if you're not taking care of yourself consistently. You're not eating and see, and this is what we had this conversation the other day.
Yeah,
where
because I learned the
I'm
hard
like,
way.
yo, I'm like, you're crazy, bro. You need to fucking take care of yourself. And then what happened to me the next 3 days in a row? I'm texting you. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro, because I've been up till 4 a.m. and I've been skipping breakfast and I lost weight. Because once you get in the zone, I understand. Like once
Yeah.
you get in the zone,
So what I've learned is, okay, you work hard
you play hard.
and you chill hard. You know? Chilling, you need time to recover.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? And I used to think I'll recover later. But then you get to a certain point where your body will force you to recover whether you want to or not.
Yeah,
And that
and you
recovery's
don't
gonna-
want to get to that point.
You don't want to get to that point, because
Yeah.
when you get there, it's too late.
I also think maybe there's a better way to include the downtime. Like you turn eating into a bit of that downtime. That's where I've watched stuff now. In the morning with breakfast, I'll watch something. Then I'll get into the studio.
Yep.
I'll do a bunch of work.
Yep.
Then I'll have lunch and watch something. Chill for a little bit. Go for a walk. Get in the sun.
Yep.
Be active.
Yep.
Sometimes I even go chill with some people or whatever. And then but again, what I've been doing this last week is really making sure that this channel now fucking
Yeah.
gets to the next level that it can get to.
Yeah.
So that's just necessary. But I don't intend on fucking staying up till 4 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
Because I actually value waking up at 7 a.m. Like something about getting the whole day in, bro, is just a completely different experience. I didn't even realize that until later in life.
Well, like when it comes to like
To
waking
me.
up early, like I was that morning guy for the longest time,
Yeah.
right? But then I would wake up early and then I would still wake up late. So
Or go to bed late.
I would wake up early and then still go to bed late. So the discipline in me, because I still want to wake up early,
Yeah.
but because I know I'm going to bed so late, I'll wake up later.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Now, what I should be doing is like, because in my mind, I'm like, okay, why don't I just wake up earlier and go to bed earlier? You know you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
But then when it comes to like, oh, well, it's 9, 10 p.m., you should be getting ready for bed. But it's like, nah, I'm still working. I'm still getting these things done. Next thing you know, it's 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, see, like, I don't know. It's a push come to shove thing. Because I definitely agree with you, but I think eventually that fades away. Because once you really, it's when you start getting older, bro.
Yeah.
Like, okay, downtime is one thing, but when you get older and you don't have that energy to maintain both, and then you just end up stuck in a work position of your life, having to work because you know what I mean? It's like,
That's another thing, right? Because you have the energy now to work, but later on you don't, right? But like I was saying before,
but you spend all this time with downtime as,
but I'm also working.
yeah, but you're spending the same amount of time downtime.
Yeah, so it's balanced.
That's not balance. Wait till you get older and you're like, fuck. Okay, that's literal balance because you're equating hours to hours. You're like, I spend this much time working, which means I'll spend this much time. But do you literally need that much time chilling? Does that even make sense?
Yeah, so do I need that much time chilling?
You need to watch 3 seasons. And again, I'm picking on that.
I know.
I'm picking on that because that's just like, I'm like, damn, bro. In that short amount of time, I'm like, I
Yeah.
feel like not even for like our shit, like your own shit, you could have progressed, which in turn, like, aren't you enjoying the stuff that you're doing in life type deal is
Yeah.
the way I look at it. I feel like you're a few years off from having the breakdown that I had. I'm like, oh,
No.
fuck all this fucking time.
I felt that way because before I started doing what I'm doing now,
Yeah.
I was only working.
Mm.
Right? So the way I described it was I spent 2 to 3 years on redline mode. Just you know, like
Yeah.
when your car's
Popping
like,
the clutch.
not even the clutch, just you're on gear 1. Okay,
Oh,
gear
you're just
3.
revving all the way back.
I'm right at the run line. Just, and I was doing that for 3 years, and then that's when I crashed because I was just work the whole time, and I'm like, oh well, if it's just work, then I'll progress. But then
You're just working.
you're just working, and you're like, this is bullshit because now you get injured.
But don't you see now, like, to me, you're kind of displaying, because you're just compensating heavy the other way now, is what it sounds like. Because
No,
all that
but
time
I'm
was spent
still working.
just pure working. Wait a second, though. And no downtime.
Yes,
So then, okay, fair enough. That's what you just said, but you're still working.
I still work just as hard.
Yeah.
But I make sure I chill because if I don't make sure I chill, I will not chill.
But you chill just as much as you work?
I have to chill 100%. All right. Because then if I'm chilling, I'm not, I'll still be working. In my mind, I'll be thinking about other stuff.
That makes sense. Like, I get it.
Like when I lock in, I'm locked in for work. And I could stay like I was saying, I was working every day.
Yeah.
For 3 years, no going out, no hanging with friends, barely going outside because I'll just be working.
Yeah.
That's also not good.
No, hell no.
Because I seen where it goes. Like with the people that I was working with, they don't go outside. They're smoking. They get cheesed over the tiniest little thing.
Things, yeah.
I'm like, damn,
That's a rough way to live.
very rough. Now I'm like, I'll just chill a bit. Like, let me just enjoy life, you know? Like, I still work just as hard, just not as much. That's what it is.
Fair enough. Like, that was a good conversation. Like, I still think you're a few years away from hitting that point where you're like, you know what? It's time to turn it back.
I'm turning it back, you know, like, because before, okay, maybe like a year or 2, 3 years.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
I'm assuming work back then felt more like a like work.
It was a job.
I feel like you're more in line with what you want to be doing now. So when you're working, like, does it feel like that? Does
Like
it
what
feel
I'm
like
doing
your
right
old
now?
job? Yeah. Does it feel like when you were at your old job doing that shit?
No, because this is fun.
This is what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I want to be doing while I was doing that other stuff.
So that's why, like, it made sense to me to be in the studio till 4 in the morning, and I wasn't miserable about it because I'm like, yo, this is actually what I want to be doing and spending
Yeah.
my time on. So even though it's work, it didn't really feel like work.
Yeah.
And that's the whole. I think that's obviously what they always say: do what you love.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like you're really doing work.
Yeah. And then that's what causes me, like, because even when I'm chilling,
Yeah.
right, I might, because I'm not thinking about anything, an idea
What's
might.
the time?
The time is.
Keep talking.
When I'm chilling and I'm not thinking about anything, things can still like come to my mind. Like I'll get a creative thing when I'm chilling, not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll just be there and be like, oh, you know, that'd be a
Can
sick
you not
video.
full screen this?
So then I'll be like, okay, well, let me now I was chilling, but I got this sick idea. Now I gotta act on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta act on it with no breaks and no chilling until it's done.
Yeah. So we both pick laziness here. Like, yeah. I'm
And
not,
I still
I'm not really
consider
dealing with
myself
hate,
lazy.
envy, or trauma no more. Like I check trauma as it comes, so it doesn't become trauma. I check situations as they come because I'm so grateful, bro. I got over my traumas at an age where I didn't have that much. So, and then in doing that, I just created a process in identifying what would become baggage or trauma and just fucking dealing with it and not allowing it to fucking linger.
Yeah.
So yeah, laziness is still remnants, bro. Remnants, because I'm still shaking that shit off, bro. Like I said, I should have been in the studio till 4 for years.
Yeah.
But it's just a process of life, and you got to be kind to yourself and just figure it out, regardless of what any of these that you're dealing with. But yeah, let's get to the results. Once again, before we do, the question this week was, which of these do you need to let go of most? The options were hate, envy, trauma, and laziness. And the results are, 26% said hate, 0 envy, 42% said trauma, and 32% said laziness. I'm not surprised. Yeah, like trauma is a big one, yo.
Yeah.
But I would say laziness, I'm not surprised, is right underneath that.
Mhm.
Hate and envy pretty much go hand in hand. But I'm surprised that envy got 0. I'm surprised because there's a lot of envious people out there, bro. Like envy's.
Does envy? I think envy like turns to hate as well.
Well, they're like I said, they're very hand in hand, but they are two different things.
Yeah.
Trauma's the motherfucker though, bro. That's the
Trauma's
one
the
that'll just
motherfucker.
hold you like as like imagine. Oh man, a lazy person with trauma, like fuck, bro. That's
Damn.
Oof. And the laziness would probably spawn from the trauma. Potentially.
It could be.
I mean, everything is yeah. Your character is built up based off of your life experiences. So if you're lazy, something in your life fucking led you down that path.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's this week's poll results. If you guys want to get in on that, make sure you go over to the community tab on YouTube or check out AKA Black Zeus on Instagram every Monday. I post that shit in the morning and we leave it up all week. You guys vote on it and we do what we just did just now. And before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's time for UFC 301 live from the fucking Portuguese center in Brazil. It's UFC 301 live from Brazil. Scroll to the top, bro. You know what to do here, bro. Give me a clean intro. It's yeah. It's I just know it's in Brazil, right? It is.
But
Yeah.
we're in Brazil.
Pantoja
Yeah.
versus Urseg.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I always fuck up these guys' names. Not much. I mean, after UFC 300, bro, it's gonna be hard to fucking top that. I don't think they're going to. They didn't get Chama on the card, which he was trying to, I guess.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah. What are you hearing like from fight fans or like any hype around this card or?
Not really. Mostly because it's like what you're saying.
Just coming off a major event.
Just yeah, people are still like deezed up about it.
Yeah.
But like,
Stay at the top if you're not gonna.
okay. For me, I'm just excited for the fights. You know, like, it's there's even
Yeah.
a fight card tonight.
I know, fight night.
I'm not watching it because you know we're going out, but like, I'm just grateful. You know,
For
what I mean?
fight. For fight.
For fights.
I just want to see the fights. All right, yeah, let's go through. Yeah, we're not gonna go through the whole card like we did for 300.
No.
We'll just go through like we normally just do the main card. Let's take a look real quick though. Like scroll through the whole thing just real quick. Anything on early prelims you see that's exciting?
This could be kind of exciting just because Ismail Bonfim, he's like on the come up, right?
Vink Pichel.
Vince.
That's Vince Pichel.
Yeah. From Hell Pichel.
What's that?
That's his name. Vince from Hell Pichel.
Are you serious?
Like that's his nickname, From Hell.
That's hilarious. Okay. So you say it's gonna be a good fight? What's the odds? 395 to 310. Okay, scroll up. Anything else?
This one, I don't know this guy, but Malarkey's pretty like he's got a somewhat name for himself.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
This guy.
These are the prelims.
I actually don't know how to say this guy's name for once.
Move the mouse. Miktibek Orolbay. Miktibek Orolbay.
Yeah.
It's Miktibek Orolbay.
Yeah, so this guy,
Where's he from? Kyrgyzstan?
that's where Shevchenko's from.
From Kyrgyzstan.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Yep, those guys are Inuits over there. Like that's for damn sure, bro.
Yeah, so he's
Versus Elvis Brenner. He's Portuguese, so it's probably Elvez.
something.
Carolina.
Kovalkovic.
That's Kovalkovic.
Yes. This is
Wow,
a V.
that's wild.
That's double V.
She looks like Misha Tate a little bit.
don't
All
see.
right, let's actually get through these fights.
Um,
What's the prelim event? Okay, do you know these guys?
This guy, he's got some good boxing, so I mean,
Jack Shore.
yeah, I've seen him before.
Say the names, nigga. Some people are fucking listening.
Jack Shore, yeah. That's right. Joe Anderson Brito. Haven't seen him before.
I've been really good at dropping the N-bomb. lately. I think that was the first time I dropped it all episode. You go back to the episode.
This should be a great fight.
Okay, now we're into the main card.
Yes. Paul Craig versus Kyle Borralho.
All right. One's Scotland, eh? I don't know too many Scottish fighters.
Yeah.
Interesting. What's the odds on this one? Plus 285, minus 360 for Kyle.
Yep.
Who you got in this one?
Ooh, I got Kyle for this one.
What is that?
Why?
Yeah.
He's part of the Fighting Nerds.
Oh, really? Oh, he even has the friggin' cut. He's got the emo haircut, bro. What, do they all have the same tat or something?
No, but he's got Free Spirit on his neck.
He's part of the Fighting Nerds crew, eh?
Yeah.
Well, his boy just won big at the last
Did
event.
you hear though?
What?
They're holding his purse because he jumped out of the cage. I know.
So? People jump out of the cage all the time.
I know. I know. That's just what's been going around. Like they've held his purse because he jumped out, and they're mad. Even like Armand there.
What does that have to do with holding a man's purse? He won the fight.
Yeah, but he wasn't honorable. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I have to see the article.
That's crazy.
But even Armand, he's getting called in because he punched somebody like before the
Yeah.
fight. So they're calling him in like, hey, like.
Well, did you hear what happened with that guy? He's not going to sue. He just wants tickets to the Conor fight.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. He wants like really good seats to the Conor fight and like a all expense paid trip essentially, which is much cheaper than a lawsuit. Trust me.
Yeah.
He got punched by a UFC fighter on the way to the octagon.
Yeah, but he messed him up.
Who?
Then he pulled him into the crowd on his walkout.
Bro, he's an audience member. It doesn't matter.
No, but you can't be doing that.
Obviously, you can't be doing that, but he did it.
He should be banned.
And you know what shouldn't be happening? Is the fucking fighter shouldn't be beating the shit out of it.
No, but you're about to go into a fight.
I know, that's very fair.
You're amped up.
That's very fair. The guy's dumb. I'm not saying the guy did something smart.
That's why they feared me, because I'm a
But-
destroyer.
That's so funny
You're in
though,
a
because you're
different mindset.
because you're actually right. That guy normally would get banned.
Yeah. Get him out of
But
here.
they don't want to get sued, bro. They ain't trying to get sued.
Yeah, he should just ask for tickets to every single, like, just give me a pass that I can show and just show up to every single
It's
card.
like a gold card. All right, what's the next fight on this card?
Michelle-
Middleweight. There's a lot of middleweight shit going
This
on.
should be a good fight too. You've seen this guy before.
Michelle Pereira.
Yeah, he's like a Johnny Walker type where he like dances around in the cage and he does like backflips and stuff and he gasses himself out.
Okay. Yeah. And Eor
Potieria.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
he's a good striker.
No odds on that one.
No, it's too close.
So you see who you see winning that one?
I got Michelle.
Do you know much about Eor?
Not really.
Okay. He's fighting out of Ukraine, eh?
Yes.
Must really want that purse. All right. Yo, I can't believe Shane Smith is still fighting.
Anthony Smith?
Sorry. Why did I say Shane Smith? That's so crazy. Why did I even say Shane Smith? Holy fuck. It's still, though, how is he still fighting? How long has he been in the game now?
A while. Like he's one of those guys. He's got like a extensive amateur career, so he has a lot of fights.
A lot.
He's got, like,
I feel like
50
I've been
plus.
watching this guy for 20 years almost.
Nah,
I
not in
know.
the UFC.
I know. So light heavyweight bout, Anthony Smith versus Vitor Petrino.
Yes.
Who you got in this one? Wait, damn. Plus 320 on Anthony and then minus 410 on Vitor.
Yeah, this is a hard one because Anthony is a lot more experienced than Vitor,
Yeah.
right? And Vitor is primarily a very jacked grappler. And what happens to him is that he gasses himself out because he's so jacked, right? There's a fight, I forget I think he was fighting like, it was another Anthony actually, Anthony Hernandez.
Okay.
And he just got so gassed and he's like the jiu-jitsu ace, like the black belt, like he could submit anybody.
Yeah.
But because he got so tired, the other guy, the underdog, submitted him
Oh, damn.
with the arm triangle.
Damn.
Yeah. So I
How
think
long ago was that, though?
2-3 years.
Anthony Smith is still top 10 ranked, eh? Damn.
Yeah, I mean, he just lost to Khalil, but he's also top 10-ish. Who's fighting Jamal Hill? But yeah, so I think if Anthony Smith can stay smart
Yeah,
and take it to the later rounds,
he's got it.
I can see Vitor gassing out.
It's only 3 rounds though, so it's-
Still, this guy, if he gassed out on 3 rounds beforehand. Like 3 rounds is a lot. Like
know,
imagine
I know.
fighting for 15 minutes. Like your heart rate is already up because you're in a fight, and then you get like 1 minute recoveries. Like that's still a lot. Imagine like, have you ever tried throwing punches for 5 minutes straight?
not in a long time.
It's hard.
Yeah, not in a long time.
Your feet get tired.
And it was all street shit. So it's like, I'm sure it wasn't 5 minutes straight.
So
I'm
like
I tried
2 minutes, to 2.5.
I'm sure I backed up and tried to breathe or something, or tried to kick the nigga. Scroll up. So you got Smith. You said if it goes the distance.
I got Smith, but if he can take him down and submit him, it would have to be in the first
round?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I see Smith being able to piece him apart.
All right.
Ooh, this is a good fight too.
Aldo's back.
Yes.
Aldo's back and he's home.
Yeah, the king of Rio
Yeah.
is in Rio.
Oh my god.
He's not going to want to lose this one.
Oh my god, that would be awful. Jonathan Martinez versus Jose Aldo. No odds on this one.
This is a close one.
Odds makers don't want to take the fucking chance. Eh? Damn. All right, who do you got? This is what we do.
I know. And I don't want to be the guy.
That goes against Aldo.
Yeah. In Brazil, but the way Martinez has just been fighting, it's so clean. You know what I mean?
What's the age difference? Aldo's getting up there, no?
Well, does it say his age?
But
But like, look at this. He beat a Nurmagomedov, bro. Like, come on.
That's crazy. He beat a Nurmagomedov.
WWW, like just on a streak, bro. And Aldo, he's getting up there.
Yeah.
But I will say,
He came back looking better than he has in a long time.
yeah, he has. But this fight, like, because Aldo was like the leg kick guy.
Mm.
But Martinez is that new age leg kick guy to where he has TKOs from just leg kicks.
He'll like fucking destroy your calf before
Bro,
you.
your calf, your kneecaps. He'll kick you in the kneecaps. He can check the kicks. He's got
Those kneecap kicks scare the shit out of me, bro.
bro.
Oh
they're
my
nasty.
god. Oh my god. So you got Martinez?
I think it'd be sick to see Martinez win this one, but I don't like being that guy that's picking against Aldo in Rio.
I know.
But if I will say, I will be like, if Aldo wins this one, I'll be like sick. But
You just don't see it.
it's hard for me to see it.
Fair enough. Which brings us to the main event of the evening. Fighting out of Brazil. This man is the champion, and I'm fucking up the intro. Alexander? How does he go by? Pantoja! Why did I fucking introduce the champion first? And it's fucking Steve Ursig. There it is.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the championship intro. Steve Ursig looks like he does taxes.
Yeah.
He's ranked number 10.
Yes.
Wow. Flyweight division is just the only place that they could get a main event without another fucking title on the line somewhere on the card.
Yeah.
Is Brazil. Like they had to do this in Brazil.
And I think there was some like, I think Aldo was actually supposed to fight someone else, but then there's some sort of mix up or something. But yeah, I wouldn't sleep on Steve Ursig, to be honest. Like, and I slept on Pantoja the last time,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you,
I don't remember that fight.
who was he fighting?
Wasn't it Moreno?
Yes, he was fighting, and he like went super hard like the first round, and then took the second
Yeah.
round off. Went super hard the third round, took the fourth round off, and then the fifth round he just laid on top of him. You know what I mean? But I mean, he won. And with Steve Ursig, like,
How's Ursig's ground game? Is Pantoja going to be able to get him down that easy?
I don't know. I really don't. I would have to watch more of Ursig because he's only had like 3-4 fights in the UFC. Like,
He only had 3-4 fights and he's already ranked 10. I guess it's
Yeah.
flyweight division though, so like what's really going on down there?
Yeah. Look, three fights. You can't even. There's not even read
Not
more.
even Reed Moore, yeah. He's already getting a title fight. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
flyweight division is just.
Yeah, but
That's why it's usually got another card or another title to go along with it. But Brazil's like a big fucking. They got a Brazil champ. They got Aldo on the card.
Exactly.
It's a big fight for
yeah,
them.
for Brazilians. I want to
You
watch.
going Urseg?
Honestly, like,
Sounds like you're going Urseg.
yeah, like I think it would be crazy for him to win,
Yeah.
but for some reason, I'm not a big Pantoja fan. You know what I mean? Like, he's a great fighter, but I've never been behind him like that as a champ. You know what I mean? Like, I always pick against him, but he keeps winning, which is good. You know what I mean?
For
Good
him,
for him.
yeah.
So
But you won against him again.
yeah, and I'm probably gonna be wrong.
Shit. All right, that covers it. That's UFC 301. That's our predictions. That's our fight preview, and we will be back with the recap after the event. I hope you guys enjoy fight night. It should be this Saturday after this episode releases. So yeah, definitely hope you guys enjoy that one. But yeah, I think this wraps it up for this week. It's been a decent episode. Nice chill episode. We'll bring the energy back up next week. I'm out of weed and I probably won't re-up. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, any closing words, Dante?
Get up!
Get up! Oh, Meek Mill's a fucking weirdo. Where can the people find you online?
You can find me online at Shadante, CheZDANTE. Follow your boy.
Hey, I'm AKA Black Zeus. It scrolls at the bottom and the top of this video. But again, AKA Black Zeus on all social media. Once again, thank you for helping us reach 500 subscribers. This is just the beginning. I promise y'all, we got so much in store for you guys, and I'm very excited for you to find out just what that means. But in the meantime, please keep supporting. Hit the like, leave a comment, watch our stuff, share it, recommend it, whatever the fuck. I'm not going to beg you after, like, it just sounds like I'm begging. So I'm just going to stop there. Thank you. I love y'all, and I hope you have a great week. We will be back here next week for y'all. Black Zeus, the podcast. We out. Peace.
Hey yo, it's Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5. Welcome to the show where we talk about life, talk about the come up, and sometimes we fight. But in the end, it ain't a thing, cause we ain't trying to be right. We're just old new niggas with another podcast.
This is Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5.
Boom, 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 boom.
I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Once again, the Patreon is launched. If you do want to watch my comedy special right now, you can do so. It's only $10 and you can get it as part of the subscription fee. So like if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get it that way, or you can just buy it outright for $10 that way. Once again, for transparency, I will release the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you can also just hit the subscriber button and just do that. You can support that way, whichever way you want to support. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that. I don't necessarily use it the way everybody else does, but I'm there if you want to find me. AKA Black Zeus is the person to find on those platforms.